In the cold mists of Scandinavia, where the fjords carved through stone and sea, there arose a warrior whose name would echo across the ages. Bjorn Ironside, a name that conjures images of fierce battles and daring raids, of ships gliding through uncharted waters. But who was the man behind the legend, and how did he carve his place into the annals of time? The sagas tell us of a world driven by gods and destiny, where men like Bjorn were both shaped by their lineage and their own indomitable will. Born to the legendary Ragnar Lothbrok and the enigmatic Aslog, Bjorn stood at the crossroads of myth and reality. His father, a figure of almost mythical proportions, cast a long shadow. Ragnar's exploits were tales of daring and conquest, leaving his sons with a legacy to uphold, a legacy steeped in the pursuit of Drepr, the eternal glory that transcends death. Bjorn's epithet, Ironside, speaks volumes of the warrior he became. In the Norse sagas, the name is adorned with supernatural elements, a protective spell cast by his mother. But in the harsh reality of the Viking Age, it was a testament to his unmatched prowess in battle. His ability to lead men, to manipulate the chaos of the shield wall, and to emerge unscathed from the fray, turned him into a living legend. His tactical acumen was evident in every campaign he led, and his reputation for invulnerability struck fear into the hearts of his foes. While his brothers orchestrated the great heathen army's invasion of England, Bjorn's ambitions stretched beyond the familiar shores of the North Sea. The year was 859, and the riches of the Mediterranean called to him, a siren song of gold and glory. It was a time when the Viking longships, dragon-headed and swift, were the embodiment of Norse power and exploration. Teaming up with the formidable chieftain Halstein, Bjorn set his sights on the sunlit coasts of the south. Their fleet of 60 longships became a force of nature, sailing past the heavily defended coasts of Francia and through the fabled Pillars of Hercules, today known as the Strait of Gibraltar. Entering the Mediterranean, the Vikings were as much explorers as they were raiders, navigating a sea unknown to them, yet ripe with opportunity. The southern empires had not yet felt the sting of Norse steel, and Bjorn intended to capitalize on their unpreparedness. From the sun-baked shores of North Africa to the bustling ports of the Emirate of Cordoba, the Vikings plundered with impunity. But it was in Italy, in the city of Luna, that Bjorn's cunning came to the fore. Mistaking Luna for the eternal city of Rome, the Vikings initially found their ambitions thwarted by the city's formidable defenses. Here Bjorn showcased not just martial prowess, but strategic brilliance. Feigning death, he orchestrated an audacious ruse that allowed his warriors to breach Luna's defenses from within. The city's fall was not just a victory of arms, but of intellect, a testament to Bjorn's versatile leadership. Yet the Mediterranean, a realm of ancient powers and fierce resistance, was not easily tamed. As the Vikings sought to return home laden with treasures, they faced the naval might of the Umayyad Caliphate. Here Bjorn encountered a new horror, Greek fire, a devastating weapon that turned the sea into a blazing inferno. The Viking fleet suffered greatly, with 40 of its 60 ships consumed by flames or swallowed by the sea. But Bjorn, through luck or skill, survived this trial by fire, returning to the north with a remnant fleet but tales that would outlast the treasures he brought. Back in Scandinavia, Bjorn's destiny took a new course. The seas had been his battlefield, but now his gaze turned inward, toward the land and its people. In the heart of Sweden, on the island of Munsö, Bjorn established a dynasty. As the first king of the Munsö line, his reign marked a pivotal transformation in Swedish history. From a patchwork of loosely allied tribes, Sweden began to coalesce into a nascent kingdom under Bjorn's rule. He was a king who wielded both sword and scepter, understanding that true power lay in unity and prosperity. Yet the story of Bjorn Ironside is far from over. As we delve deeper into his life, we uncover not just the exploits of a warrior king, but the intricate tapestry of alliances and conflicts that defined his era. What paths did he forge for his descendants? How did his legacy shape the future of Scandinavia? Join us as we continue to unravel the life and times of this legendary Viking, a man whose iron will forge a kingdom amid the chaos of history. As Bjorn Ironside transitioned from a marauding raider to a revered monarch, the landscape of Scandinavia began to change under his influence. His ability to balance the fierce independence of the Norse chieftains with the necessity of centralized power marked a new era for Sweden. The island of Munsö, his chosen seat of power, became a hub of political and economic activity, reflecting the prosperity and stability he brought to his kingdom. Under Bjorn's reign, the bonds of kinship and loyalty formed the backbone of his authority. His lineage, tied to the legendary Ragnar Lothbrok, provided a strong claim to the throne, yet it was his strategic alliances that cemented his rule. Marriages were arranged to strengthen ties with other powerful families, ensuring a network of support and loyalty that extended beyond the borders of his immediate domain. This web of alliances not only fortified his position, but also facilitated trade and cultural exchange across the Viking world. Bjorn's vision extended beyond mere survival in a harsh and competitive landscape. He understood that the future lay in the strength of connections, both within Scandinavia and beyond. As a seasoned navigator and explorer, he recognized the importance of trade routes, leveraging the wealth of distant lands to enrich his kingdom. The Viking longships, symbols of both terror and opportunity, became vessels of commerce as well as conquest, carrying not only warriors but goods and ideas. In the bustling markets of Hedeby and Birka, artifacts unearthed by modern archaeologists tell of the thriving trade networks that Bjorn helped to foster. From silks and spices to silver and amber, the goods that flowed into Sweden under his rule were a testament to the far-reaching connections that defined the Viking Age. Bjorn's foresight in promoting trade laid the foundation for Sweden's emergence as a significant player in the northern trade routes, linking the Baltic with the wider European continent. Beyond the realm of commerce, Bjorn's leadership saw the introduction of new technologies and practices that transformed the agrarian landscape of Sweden. His reign coincided with the broader Viking innovations in shipbuilding, metallurgy, and agriculture. These advancements allowed for more efficient farming and increased food production, supporting a growing population and the expansion of settlements. As the Norse people settled into more permanent communities, the social fabric of Viking society evolved. The age of the isolated homestead gave way to burgeoning towns and fortified settlements, each playing a role in the broader tapestry of trade and defense. Bjorn's reign witnessed the rise of these proto-urban centers, which would eventually become the cities that formed the backbone of modern Sweden. Yet even as Bjorn established himself as a king of great foresight and pragmatism, the call of the sea never truly left him. The sagas speak of his later years not as a time of withdrawal, but of continued engagement with the world beyond his kingdom. His influence extended across the Norse cultural sphere, from the British Isles to the far reaches of the Russ lands. Bjorn's reputation as a leader of men made him a figure of respect and fear, his name spoken with reverence and caution in equal measure. Within his own household, Bjorn's legacy loomed large. His progeny, carrying the blood of Ragnar and the wisdom of their father, were poised to carry forth his vision. The Munsö dynasty, which he founded, would go on to play a pivotal role in the politics of Scandinavia. His descendants became key figures in the ever-shifting alliances and conflicts of the Viking world, their actions shaped by the precedent set by Bjorn himself. Yet the story of Bjorn Ironside is interwoven with the larger narrative of Viking expansion and transformation. As his kingdom prospered, so too did the ambitions of other Norse chieftains and kings. The Viking Age, marked by its dynamic interplay of exploration, conquest, and settlement, was a time of great upheaval and opportunity. Bjorn's life and legacy were a microcosm of this wider saga, a tale of a people who ventured beyond their icy homeland to leave an indelible mark on history. In the shadow of the man who had once sailed fearlessly into the unknown, Bjorn's kingdom continued to evolve, adapting to the changing tides of fortune and fate. His impact on Sweden, and indeed the entire Viking world, was profound, setting the stage for the future while rooted firmly in the traditions of the past. As we continue to explore the life and times of Bjorn Ironside, we delve deeper into the cultural and political shifts of the Viking Age. What challenges lay ahead for his descendants? How did his influence shape the generations that followed? The saga of Bjorn Ironside is far from complete, as the echoes of his deeds continue to resonate through the corridors of time. As the Viking Age pressed on, the legacy of Bjorn Ironside continued to ripple through the kingdoms of Scandinavia and beyond. His descendants, the Munsö dynasty, upheld the traditions of exploration, warfare, and governance that Bjorn had established. They navigated the turbulent waters of Viking politics with the same cunning and bravery that defined their forebear. Under their rule, the Kingdom of Sweden grew more formidable, its influence expanding across the Baltic and into the heart of Europe. Bjorn's impact can be seen in the spread of Norse culture and influence during this time. The Viking expeditions, initially driven by the quest for wealth and adventure, evolved into a complex network of trade routes and settlements. As Norsemen founded towns and intermingled with local populations, they left a lasting cultural imprint. In England, Ireland, and the Frankish territories, Viking settlers introduced new technologies and practices. These innovations would have enduring effects on these regions. The political landscape of Bjorn's era was one of constant change, marked by alliances and conflicts that shaped the future of Europe. As a king, Bjorn was adept at navigating these complexities, often using diplomacy alongside warfare to achieve his goals. His ability to forge strategic alliances allowed his kingdom to thrive in a world where power dynamics were in perpetual flux. This skill was not lost on his successors, who continued to wield diplomacy as a tool of statecraft. They ensured the continued prominence of Sweden on the European stage. The spiritual and cultural life of the Vikings during Bjorn's time was a rich tapestry woven with the threads of myth and reality. The Norse pantheon, with its gods and goddesses, provided a framework for understanding the world. This framework guided the actions of both kings and commoners. While the sagas speak of Bjorn's descent from Odin through Ragnar, they also reflect the broader Norse belief in fate and destiny. This belief shaped the decisions and lives of the Viking people. As Christianity began to make inroads into the Viking world, the old ways faced new challenges. The conversion of the Norse peoples was a gradual process, marked by both conflict and accommodation. In Bjorn's time, the old gods still held sway, but the seeds of change were being sown. The spread of Christianity would eventually transform the spiritual landscape of Scandinavia. This led to a fusion of beliefs and practices that would define the region for centuries to come. Archaeological discoveries continue to illuminate the world of Bjorn Ironside and his contemporaries. From burial mounds to treasure hoards, these findings offer a glimpse into the lives and beliefs of the Vikings. The massive burial mound on the island of Munsö is believed to be Bjorn's final resting place. It stands as a testament to his status and influence. Such sites provide valuable insights into the social and political structures of Viking society. They reveal the complexities of a culture often misunderstood as purely warlike. The legacy of Bjorn Ironside is also preserved in the stories and sagas that have survived through the ages. These tales, passed down through generations, are not mere flights of fancy but reflections of historical events. They capture the essence of a people who lived on the edge of the known world. Bjorn's story, intertwined with those of gods and heroes, is a part of this rich narrative tradition. It offers a window into the Viking psyche. As we reach the end of Bjorn's tale, it is clear that his influence extended far beyond his lifetime. His actions set in motion a series of events that would shape the course of Scandinavian and European history. From the establishment of trade networks to the evolution of political structures, Bjorn's legacy is evident. The story of Bjorn Ironside is not just a chronicle of a single man's life. It is a reflection of an entire era. It is a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Vikings. They were a people who dared to sail beyond the horizon in search of new worlds. Bjorn's journey from a raider to a king encapsulates the broader narrative of the Viking Age. It was a time of exploration, transformation, and enduring legacy. Through the mists of history, the name Bjorn Ironside endures, a symbol of the Viking Age's relentless quest for glory and discovery.